Your biggest responsibility is to love yourself. Give yourself the same love, the same care which you give to others. And the day you start doing that, you don't know how magically your sun will shine at you. Yes, so today is all about self love. And I'm going to share with you some very practical exercises, ways of creating self love. But before I get into today's video, those of you who are watching me for the very first time, my name is Sonam. I'm a manifestation coach, healer, and author of this book, Lifestyle of a Magician. And on my channel, we talk everything about law of attraction, healing, and how to become the best version of you. Now, let's quickly get into today's video. You know, we are so busy pleasing others all the time that during this time we are forgetting to please the most important person. And you know who that person is? Yes, it's none other than you. Somehow we find the time for our children, for our parents, for society. But when it comes to us, we don't get time. How many times in a day you tell this to yourself, to people around you, that you don't have time for yourself? Do you do that? Yes? Okay. So, let me tell you the truth of the life. I want you to come close to my camera. You know, the truth of the life is, you can't make other person smile by holding tears in your eyes. So when you don't love yourself, when you don't like yourself, when you yourself don't smile, can you make the other person smile? Can you make the other person fall in love for you when you don't love yourself enough? No. So what do you need to do? You need to smile. You need to love. You need to like yourself first to get other person love you, like you, smile with you. So now let me tell you some very practical exercises with which you can create self-love. The very first one is improve your mental diet. How many of you are giving your body a very nutritious food? And why do you do that? You want your body to be absolutely healthy, isn't it? But let me ask you one question. How many of you are feeding that nutritious food to your mind also? No, we don't do that, right? I call it as a mental diet. Our mental diet decides our feelings. Mental diet plays a role in creating a thought process and how we react to a situation. Isn't it? So when you're consuming some very toxic news, you're coming in contact with toxic people, what kind of information you are feeding to your mind? Is it a positive or a negative? Absolutely right. It's a negative information. And when you keep on feeding negative information to your subconscious mind, what is going to happen? Your mental diet is going to come down drastically. Isn't it? So what do you need to do? First thing, stop reading toxic news. Do not read toxic news at all. You know, most of the people during Corona time have lost their life just because they were scared. More than the actual problem, their mind was stuck with the thought, what if something happens? Because of that, they went into that mode where they end up losing their life. Isn't it? Where they end up losing their mental temperament. Every time reading some toxic news is not going to help you at all. Do you agree with me? Second thing is, stop coming in contact with toxic people. We know who are good for us who are the people who are contributing to our life in a very positive way. But sometimes, because of society, because of family, we have to talk to people who are not good for us, who are not good, who are not sourcing any good information to us. So, what do we really need to do? We have to ensure that the thoughts, the feelings which they are sharing it with us should not go and sit in our subconscious mind. Okay? So, do these two things: avoid toxic news, avoid toxic people. Okay? Second thing is, let the past be the past. No more living in the past. How many of you are still stuck with some negative memories, some past memories which is already done? We keep on repeating, you know what, on that day, on that time, this is what happened to me, and because of that I'm still struggling, I'm still facing problems in my life. We keep on repeating that to ourselves, and we bring our focus more on the problem that had already happened in the past. It's not there anymore, right? It is not serving me in my future, in my present at all. But still, by keeping our focus on the past thing, we are bringing it in our present, which is creating a hurdle in our present and even in our future, right? So what do you need to do? You need to physically take your hands behind you and say, past, stay in the past. Every time that emotion, that word, anything that triggers you, which is already gone, for which you can't do anything now, take your hands, the moment it triggers, take your hand physically and say, past, be in the past. Okay? Because the time when you will do this, you are giving an instruction to your mind, it's a past. Let it stay in the past. You are telling this with your hands. When you put your hands behind you, that means it is not your present. It is not serving you now. You're just keeping it behind. Next thing which you can do, which I always love to, when I visualize how I want to see my future, I always say, dear future, time to live you now. Because something that I'm visualizing, how I want to see always in my life, I'm bringing it to my present. I'm bringing the feeling of having that in my present. Excuse me. Okay. So, second thing is, let the past be the past. Now coming to the third point. The third point is, read good books. Yes. So your family might leave you. Your friends might leave you for some time. I'm not saying your family will leave you ever, but there could be some time that your family might be busy, your friends might be busy. The only thing that is not going to leave you is none other than books. Books can be your best friends. We have heard it right from our childhood, right? But we have never given that importance to the books. But trust me, if you read books for just 15 minutes every day, you are feeding your mind with such beautiful thoughts, such beautiful information which you never knew. And in some way, it is contributing in your mental diet also, isn't it? And the most important thing is, every day you are creating a better version of yourself, isn't it? So I think rather than thinking how I can solve my problem, give that 15 minutes in reading some good books. Right? Perfect. So let's move to the next point. The next point is the most important, my favorite, which is self-talk. Whenever it comes to asking for feedback, asking what do I do in some situation, we keep running around and ask people, just guide me a bit. But we forget to ask again our inner self on the clarity. We never ask for clarity from our own self. And what happens is, the most important thing is that we miss to get the clarity which we are always looking for, because none other than our own inner self knows what is best for us. So when you sit in silence for 5 minutes, 10 minutes every day, and try to listen what is that which is your inner self is trying to tell you, what is there inside you, it helps 100% better than going around and asking people, what do I need to do? You will get answer to your questions when you get up, sit for 10 minutes alone and ask for clarity. I guarantee you, you will be able to gain the clarity if you will start spending at least 10 minutes every day with yourself, asking this question, what is that which I need at this hour? Make sense? And in this, I have clubbed another exercise, which is just 6 minutes exercise that one needs to perform, but it can amplify your results like anything. And what that exercise is, every day, morning, evening, afternoon, thrice a day. So you consume food 3 times a day, right? So 3 times, 2 minutes every time, you have to give yourself, wherein you have to go to mirror, stand in front of the mirror and talk to yourself. Say all good things about yourself. It's not difficult, guys. So how do I do that? So when I go and talk to myself in the mirror, I talk all the positive things about myself. When you look into the mirror, you're looking into your own eyes, you can never lie. You can lie when you will tell this to someone else, but you can never lie when you're telling this to yourself. So when you're saying, I'm beautiful, you're looking into your mirror, saying this to yourself, that is giving you a equal energy, yes, that you're beautiful. But just try and say something like, I'm a billionaire. You yourself will not believe that that's not true, because your eyes will somewhere blink. Your mind will not hit that complete statement for yourself. So what you are right now, just love yourself for that. Like, I'm beautiful. I am successful. I'm powerful. I am magnet. Whatever comes to your mind. Like I always say, I love myself the way I am. Right? So whatever comes to your mind, just say that for 2 minutes. Go on and on for 2 minutes in the morning, then do it in afternoon, then do it at night before you sleep. Don't write it anywhere. Don't make it, don't repeat it. Whatever comes to your mind instantly, just spontaneously, whatever comes to your mind, just say that. Okay? Why? First thing is, it will not become monotonous. And every time you will hear something good about yourself, your own ears, your own mind will feel good about it. Why? Because somewhere, it is creating that feel good factor inside you. And once you start feeling good about something, your frequency for loving yourself will keep going up. Isn't it? Right. Perfect. So I want you to do these practices for at least 11 days. Do that for minimum 11 days, all these 4 practices which I have shared with you, and tell me what kind of results you have got. If your self-love right now out of 10, say if it is 5 out of 10, so tell me after 11 days, even if it has increased to 6, then you are on the right path. Then you need to continue this practice. This practice has to go till the time we are breathing. I want each one of you to love yourself till the time you're breathing. No matter you are 18 or 80, you need to love yourself till your end. Because the moment we will stop loving ourselves, we will not find people around us to love enough. Do try this and share me your results in the comment section. And as I always say, share this practice with at least 3 friends of yours so that they can also get the similar results. They might be the one who are looking for something like how to increase self-love. So definitely it will help them. If you like this video, quickly hit the like button, subscribe to my channel. Do not forget to click on the bell icon so that next time when I upload any new video, you will instantly get a notification from YouTube. This is it about this video. I will see you very soon with something again very powerful. Till then, everyone, take care. God bless you, and I love you all. Bye.